Alright, here's my next project. I'm going to try to take two of these pieces and make a intersection here. That way we got cars going left to right and bottom to top here. Saw one YouTube video. The guy took a bunch of pieces together. I think he said he had 5 pieces. And it's an older video, but he never really explained how he did it. So, yeah, gonna give her a shot here, see what happens. Alrighty, so here's the aftermath of my hack job here. It's definitely way easier to do mentally than it was physically. Definitely a little rough, so we'll see how this works. But yeah, I got everything glued in. I ended up cutting out a section in the middle here. I was going to try to keep it real thin for the slots themselves, but it ended up the track ended up cracking, so I ended up having to cut a bigger swatch out of there. Yeah, it might not look too bad on camera, but it's pretty rough. Then underneath, I just got some jumpers going. I'll clean this up once I know it works. But yeah, we'll see how it goes here. Super glued the edges here. These are some of the 3D printed connectors. So they're easy sacrifices here. Just put them in and hot glued everything together. So let's go see if it works. Okay, so I rigged up the intersection pretty loosey-goosey here. Ignore the rest of the track. That's track number 2 in progress. So yeah, it's not a super great fit right now, but it's good enough to make sure it works, which it seems to work. A couple little oddities with it, but let's let it run. Oh, right off the bat. All right, so I got everything going way too fast, apparently. Come on, get in there. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, a couple closing thoughts for anyone that wants to try doing this. One was unexpected. Was the magnet on the slot car actually popped one of these rails out while I was running, just from me bending it to get it out of the original track. So that's something to consider. I'm just going to hot glue, get everything as tight as I can, hot glue it, and then just scrape the glue off the contacts there on the rails. The other thing, as I was doing this, I was kind of already second guessing myself, just because the track ends up cracking. So initially I wanted this rail to go all the way up as close as I could, so there's a real tiny gap. But yeah, it was just didn't go as smoothly as I would have thought. So I only used 2 pieces of track to do this, right? So the main and then the sacrifice here. What I would probably do, I kind of like it being centered, so either center it or have a specific track layout for this to work, because it took me way too long to get that little sample looped into my track over there. But I would maybe consider doing like some sort of jigsaw on the end piece here. That way you can keep as much as this rail without actually having to worry about cracking the track where you're trying to merge the two. Otherwise, yeah, it worked. We got a crash right off the bat. Yeah. I think I might try to do this again. A little bit cleaner though. At some point. On those late nights where I got nothing else to do apparently. So it was a fun little week project. So I'll clean up the rails, hot glue them down, and then we gotta clean up all the wiring underneath, so make sure that this actually sits flat on the ground. Otherwise this works. You know, the gap here with the no rails, you know, you gotta have enough speed to get across that. Otherwise, yeah, it's doable. It's different. I know some of you guys probably won't want to crash your cars or anything, but I'm sure you got some junkers to play around with. Give it a shot. Post it up. Let's see.